We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim. And today we got another baseball slate we're going to be breaking down for this Sunday, August the 1st. And wow, we are in August already. Crazy stuff here. And we'll have, we're going to have NFL football in 5 days. We'll definitely break down that game on August 5th. And this is going to start to get to the crazy time of the year, so it should be fun. But for today, we just have a baseball slate we're going to be going over. Should be a good slate. But first, a recap over what happened yesterday. And I actually had a really nice day yesterday. It was very nice. Overall, I went 5-1. For video picks, I went 4-1. Cashed on the first 5 under with Kansas City and Toronto. Cashed on Houston team total over 4.5. Cashed on Atlanta team total over 4.5. Thank you, Dansby Swanson, for that one. The Angels' first 5, we got a home run from Shohei Ohtani in, I believe, the 3rd inning. And that was all the offense we got from that game. My only loss came 1 run short. The Pittsburgh Pirates team total over. If I went with the Pittsburgh Pirates in general, that would have cashed. But the team total almost did. And I did also cash on our best bet, which my version of the best bet, our best bet was the over in the Colorado and San Diego game. I had team total over for the Colorado Rockies at 2.5 runs. That one cashes rather easily. I think it cashed in, the 5th inning. So a really nice night for me last night. So I'm hoping to keep that continuing today. 4-1, can't complain with that one. How was your night last night?
Profitable. My video picks, I think, went 4-3, so gained about a unit. My watch is constantly going off, so many notifications. I gained about a unit-ish. I had the under in the Blue Jays game, cashed that one nicely. I had the over in the Giants game. That one was pretty easy. But I did also have the Houston Astros, so that one ended up neutralizing itself. I had the Rays, which started off down 3-0 and then caught back up and won. That was kind of nice. I had the over in the Pittsburgh game. That one was a loser, and unfortunately, that one was my last Woody pick, so I'm no longer in that contest for this week.
But Christina is.
I was going to get to that. I had the over in the Seattle game. That hit in the 10th inning. Game-winning home run by – who hit it?
That was
Heim?
Heim with the 2-run shot.
I also had the Brewers on the run line. I don't want to talk about that one. And then our best bet was the Rockies game over 7. That one cashed. And then Christina's last Woody was the Colorado Rockies plus a 1.5. So she's still in. I got knocked out, but hopefully she wins it now.
Yeah, that would be hilarious if she wins it before you do.
Shut up.
All right. But we're going to go right into today's slate, why don't we?
Of course, let's do it.
All right, we're kicking it off here with, oh boy, it's the Battle of the Sellers. The Washington Nationals host the Chicago Cubs. -113 for the Nationals, +103 for the Cubs. Over-under of 8.5 runs for this game. Adbert Alzolay takes on Eric Fedde. Where are we looking at for this matchup?
I could look this way. I could look that way. I could look that way. I could look that way. Anywhere other than at the game, that'd be great. No, I'm still not interested in going after these two teams. We know what players we're getting, but I'm not going to be interested in either of these two teams for at least a month. It's just not a spot that I want to go to, considering that these two teams, I'm not going to say it. They quit. They did quit. I said it. But I'm not interested. 1-800-GAMBLER. Yeah,
yes.
Pretty much. If you're betting on this game, 1-800-GAMBLER, because there's no real rhyme or reason to be betting this one. I'm passing on this game. There's plenty of other spots on this slate.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. Looking at these pitchers, Adbert Alzolay is 4-11 this season, with a 4.73 ERA, a 1.13 whip, and 93 in the third innings pitched, 95 strikeouts, 27 walks. On the opposite side, Eric Fetty, 4-7, a 5.05 ERA, a 1.42 whip, 76 and two-thirds innings pitched, 68 strikeouts, and 35 walks. And looking at this game, I want absolutely nothing to do with it. It'd be a lean towards potentially the over because these are two bad pitchers, but yet in this game, there's no Bryant, there's no Rizzo, there's no Baez, there's no Trey Turner. Like there's none of these bigger name offensive players. So these lineups are absolutely awful. The Cubs have confirmed their lineup, and it's Ortega, Bodie, Happ, Wisdom, Duffy, Hayward, Chirinos, Alcantara, and Alzolay. I think that tells you everything you need to know about this game. Stay the hell away.
I agree with that 100%.
We'll move on to the next game then. This one, I think it's a little bit better of a game. We have the Philadelphia Phillies at the Pittsburgh Pirates here, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are going for the sweep. Woo! Kyle Gibson in his Phillies debut will take on Mitch Keller in this matchup here. Mitch Keller 3-7, a 7.04 ERA, a 1.80 whip, and 47 and a third innings pitched, 51 strikeouts, and 29 walks. Gibson, let me get his stats up here because once again, ESPN, once they get traded, they basically show it like they haven't made a start this year. 6-3, a 2.87 ERA with a 94 strikeouts and 41 walks and 113 innings pitched and a 224 opponent batting average. Looking at this game for me, I think this game's priced correctly. This game priced around 145 for the Phillies, so I don't see value on either side. If I had to lean towards one way or the other, it'd probably be Pittsburgh to complete the sweep here. But I'm not getting involved in this game because I just don't trust Mitch Keller. I think this is a spot where it would be a lean towards, as crazy as it sounds, the under. Both these teams have gone under in the first two games, so potentially an under in the third game here. But I'm not getting involved in this game whatsoever.
Yeah, this is another one I passed on. I think I have like 8 plays or so today, and they're actually all totals, which is kind of weird. No, this is not a game that I'm necessarily too interested in. You get Kyle Gibson making his first start with the Phillies, but the Phillies are starting to struggle. This is a series that I expected them to win, maybe sweep. One of the teams that they have to beat up in order to really, have a shot at the division, and they have not done that. They've actually now been passed by the Atlanta Braves. This Phillies team is a big question mark. They made a couple of nice moves for the trade deadline, but other than that, it just was not. I don't really think they should prove otherwise. But right now, the way that in their form, they don't look like a playoff team. So if anything, maybe a lean towards Pittsburgh in this one. But once again, like you mentioned, don't really trust Mitch Keller. 3-7, an over 7 ERA this year. I mean, I've been on the over the last 2 games, and they both didn't hit. I'm not going back to it today. It should be a game that you go back to it, but at the same time, Philly hasn't been scoring, and that's the big key is Philadelphia's offense, because I don't think Pittsburgh gets that much off of Gibson today, and I can't bet on this one.
All right, then we'll move on to the next game here. Kansas City Royals at the Toronto Blue Jays. This is our best bet over on Picks and Parlays. If you guys want to check that out, link to that is in the description of the video down below. All right, moving on to our next game here. We have the Cincinnati Reds are at the New York Mets. It is a minus 182 for the Mets. It's a plus 167 for the Reds. Over under of 9 runs in this game. Vladimir Gutierrez and Marcus Stroman, your pitching matchup for this one. Where are you looking to target in this game?
All right, here we go. I'm going over 9 runs in this game. Gutierrez hasn't been all that good, 5-3 with a 4.75 ERA. So he's just been a mediocre pitcher. You know what you're going to get out of him. Probably 4 to 5 innings of 3 to 4 runs. And on the other side, Marcus Stroman, he's a very hit or miss pitcher, and he's been missing a lot lately. And I think that the Reds tag him up for a couple runs as well. So I do like the over in this game. These bats have been hitting better. Javi Baez, first game with the Mets, 2-run shot. And this offense is going to come to perform on both sides, and especially with the way that these bullpens are pitching. I'm going over 9 runs in this game. Oh,
yeah, I was looking towards that direction as well. Looking at these pitching matchups real quick, Vladimir Gutierrez is 5-3, a 4.75 ERA, a 1.43 WHIP, 60 2/3 innings pitched, 42 strikeouts and 28 walks. On the opposite side here, Marcus Stroman 7-9, a 2.63 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP, 116 1/3 innings pitched, 97 strikeouts and 27 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I think there's value on the Reds here. I had them priced around plus 155. You're getting plus 167 for them. I would look more towards the first 5 than the full game. Once again, I can't trust this Reds bullpen, which has been one of the worst in the major leagues this year. But I am leaning towards the Reds in this spot. Stroman's been very hit or miss, as you mentioned lately. He pitched decent in his 2 starts ago where he went, let's see where it was. He went 8. The last time he faced the Reds was in Cincinnati. He went 8 innings pitched, only allowed 1 hit and no earned runs. So he handled this Reds team pretty nicely. So I would lean towards the Reds in this spot. They saw him about a week and a half ago, whatever. So I would lean Reds in this spot, but I'm not getting involved in this game.
Sounds good. Do we get involved in this game, Nick?
This is my first game I have any action in. So we have the Baltimore Orioles and the Texas Rangers here. Minus 137 for the Rangers, or for the Tigers. Minus 137 for the Tigers, plus 127 run back on these Baltimore Orioles. Spencer Watkins takes on Tyler Anderson, right? Yeah, Tyler Anderson.
Oh, it is Tyler Anderson.
There's multiple Tyler Andersons in this matchup here. And looking at Watkins here, 2-1, a 3.0 ERA, a 1.43 WHIP, 20 1/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 9 walks. On the other side, Anderson 1-1, a 4.80 ERA, a 1.36 WHIP, 50 2/3 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts, and 12 walks so far this season. And the total we're getting is 10. And both these teams have been trending more towards the under as of late. I'm going first 5 under in this one. First 5 under 5.5 runs. It is around minus 115, minus 117, depending on your book. But I like the spot for the under here. The under's hit in all 3 of their games so far in this series. The bats have not been that alive yet. And Watkins is one of the more competent pitchers on this Baltimore Orioles staff here. So I'm going with the first 5 under 5.5 runs here. I also lean towards the Orioles in this game as well.
Sounds good. Yeah. I'm on the same boat. I'm going to go under full game. And if anything, I would be leaning towards Baltimore to finish off the sweep. Right? They're on their track.
They lost the first game of the series. It's a 4-game series.
Okay. My bad. I knew that they won the last 2 days. I forgot it's a 4-game series. I think they're on they're going to go and win a 4-game series, which is kind of crazy to say because this Baltimore team is not particularly good. But yeah, I like Watkins. I think he's going to have a solid start today. I think Alexander has a solid enough start to get this one under. I will say, for the first time this season, I played an MLB lineup for today on DraftKings. Spencer Watkins is one of my pitchers. I think he was like the 3rd cheapest pitcher. So I'm like, you know what? Let's try this. Hi. So I do like the under in this game. And where's the click? Yep, click. I do like the under in this game. I think that both pitchers get the job done and these offenses continue to struggle.
Yeah, I'm on the same page there, as you can obviously tell. All right, moving on to our next game here. We have the Milwaukee Brewers at the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are on minus 165 for this one. It's a plus 150 run back on the Brewers. Over under of 9 runs in this game. We're getting Brett Anderson taking on Charlie Morton in this matchup. Where are you looking to target in this game?
Runs, and more runs. These two teams have been hitting well lately. Correction, Atlanta has been hitting well lately, and they're going up against Brett Anderson that I don't think is all that good. Looking at the line, it's a over 9. Yeah, I like this one to go over. I think that Anderson gets tagged up by the Braves a little bit, and I'm thinking that the Brewers can tag up Morton for a couple of runs. These two teams have scored a bunch. They have gone over their last 2 games in terms of this number. They pushed on this number last night, and I think they have another over game today. KJS, what do you think about the Atlanta run line? I wouldn't mind it. My favorite play for this won't be the over because once you hit 9 runs, it don't matter who's winning, and that's what I've been looking at a lot with is totals, and I think that you're going to get some runs today. So instead of betting one of the teams, I bet the over in this game, over 9 for this Atlanta-Milwaukee game.
Yeah, I was looking at this game, and I saw, first of all, let's look at the pitchers here. Anderson's 3-5 with a 3.86 ERA, a 1.30 whip, 63 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts, 18 walks. On the other side, Charlie Morton's 10-3 with a 3.72 ERA, a 1.15 whip, and 116 innings pitched, 135 strikeouts, and 42 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I had this game priced around minus 140 for the Braves, and then I'm seeing plus 150s for the Brewers here, and then I clicked on the first 5, and I saw plus 172. Yeah, I'm looking to jump all over that plus 172. I got it at plus 175, but I think there's a lot of value here on this first 5 line on the Milwaukee Brewers here. So I'm going with Milwaukee Brewers here, plus 172 in the first 5 innings. I was also looking a little bit towards that team total over 3.5. It is a minus 140, so I stayed off of that one. But I like the first 5 innings plus 172 for the Milwaukee Brewers in this game.
Holy crap, that's a crazy line. It makes sense because Morton is the ace of this Atlanta staff, so he's going to get that money, and but yeah, I'd be intrigued to go after that one as well, but I'm just going to stick to my over in this game. We'll move on.
Yeah, we did get a line for Chicago White Sox and Cleveland Indians, but I personally did not do any handicapping on this game because I had no pitchers to work with. So we'll just move on to the next one here. Minnesota Twins are at the St. Louis Cardinals. It is a minus 155 for the Cardinals. It's a plus 145 run back on these Twins. Adam Wainwright taking on Michael Pineda in this matchup. Over under of 8 runs for this game. Where are we looking for this one?
For the record, I passed on this game. If I was going to get it. If I was going to go after any spot in this one, it would be a lean towards the over. Pineda, I'm surprised Pineda is still in a Minnesota uniform. I know there's a bunch of teams that are lacking starting pitching that could have easily have used him. But I don't think he's going to have a good start today. Wainwright is he's another one of those hit or miss pitchers. He's either going to give you a solid 7-8 innings of 1-2 runs, or he's going to get absolutely blown up. I think for this one, I would lean towards the over, but I personally don't have any money on this game.
Yeah, looking at this pitching matchup for this game, Michael Pineda 4-5, a 3.86 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, 72 and a third innings pitched, 64 strikeouts and 16 walks. On the opposite side, Adam Wainwright 8-6, a 3.51 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP, 125 and 2/3 innings pitched, 119 strikeouts and 34 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I was looking towards these Minnesota Twins. I had this game priced around 120, 125, and we're getting around 145 for the Twins. So that's kind of where I was looking at for this game. And then I dove a little bit deeper into this game here. And if we look at the splits here with Adam Wainwright, he is significantly better at home. with a 2.7 ERA at home compared to a 4.93 on the road. He does have more innings pitched at home this year, 80 to 45, and he's given up one less earned run at home. A 208 opponent batting average at home compared to 254 on the road. There's a huge difference between road Adam Wainwright and home Adam Wainwright. But the total is team total is 3.5 for these Minnesota Twins. I'm personally staying off this game, but I'm leaning very heavily towards the Twins in this game. I just can't seem to fade Wainwright with the Twins here at home.
No, that makes sense. I didn't realize those split numbers were that extreme. So, hey, good to know. And I didn't bet this one anyway, so I'm cool.
Yeah. We'll move on to the next game here. The Seattle Mariners are at the Texas Rangers. It is a minus 141 here for the Mariners, plus 130 run back for the Rangers. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. Marco Gonzalez, Mike Fultonevich is the pitching matchup for this one. And looking at these pitchers here, I did a free pick video on this last night, so I do have a play on this game. Marco Gonzalez is 3-5, a 5.48 ERA, a 1.47 WHIP, 67 and third innings pitch, 56 strikeouts, 26 walks. On the opposite side, Mike Fultonevich, 2-10. This pitcher makes a 6.11 ERA, a 1.36 WHIP, 106 innings pitched, 77 strikeouts, and 25 walks. And Fultonevich kind of makes Matt Harvey look like a competent pitcher. I went there.
Hold on. Matt Harvey is making himself look like a competent pitcher right now, but we'll get into that next time he starts.
Yeah. But for me, I'm going over 8.5 in this game. I gave this as a free pick last night. The line was 9 last night, so it's gone down half a run. But I really like the over in this spot. These are two really bad pitchers. The Mariners have gone over in 5 straight games, including 6 of their last 10. So this is definitely a spot where I'm going over the total here between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. I expect runs tonight.
No, I'm in the exact same boat. I have that same bet. Seattle, Texas, over that 8.5. Marco Gonzalez, I know he had a really rough start. He's actually won his last 2 starts. He actually pitched kind of decent in those 2 starts. But it's faulty. It's faulty that we're really trying to fade here with that over. I think that the Mariners against him get easily 5 to 6 runs in the first 5 innings. And at that point, you're looking pretty for that over when the Texas bullpen comes in, and guaranteed Gonzalez lets up a couple runs as well. I think this one's an easy over. I think that with these with these offenses, anything is possible. But with these 2 pitchers, you have to look at the over in this game, considering how bad they've been this year. So over 8.5. I know it's heavily juiced right now at a minus 124, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it as well. So we'll move on to the next game here. This is another game that I did a free pick video on last night, and I really like a couple of spots in this game. We have the Houston Astros at the San Francisco Giants. It's a minus 115 for the Giants at the plus 105 for the Astros. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. Are you looking at getting involved in this one at all?
Oh, yeah. And I think I have the same play that you do. I got this one over. We've seen these 2 teams go way over this 8.5 with better pitchers on the mound. So I'm going over the 8.5 to minus 115. I think we see a lot of offense again. This Houston team is hitting like a solid core right now. Or should I say Altuve is hitting well, and the Astros are just falling behind them. And the Giants, they're able to get some runs across as well, enough for the over to be hitting the last 2 games. I think we see the exact same thing today. And I made this. I said to Nick yesterday while we were watching this game, I think this could be a possible World Series matchup. Call me crazy. I think that this could be 100% a World Series matchup, and I would be happy with this World Series. So I like the over in this game. It's 8.5. Send it over.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with this one. Looking at the pitchers here, Luis Garcia is 7-5 with a 3.19 ERA, a 1.08 whip, 96 innings pitched, 114 strikeouts, and 30 walks. On the opposite side, Logan Webb, 4-3, a 3.36 ERA, a 1.19 whip, 67 innings pitched, 70 strikeouts, 22 walks. For me, give me the over 8.5 runs in this game at -115. I think we see runs as well. The Astros have been trending heavily towards the over recently. They've gone over in 8 of their last 10 games, including 5 in a row. The Giants have gone over in 2 in a row, and they've posted a 5-4-1 over-under record in their last 10 games. The Astros are also 7-3 in their last 10 games, and they're the number 1 scoring offense in baseball at 5.5 runs a game. Give me the over 4.5 runs here at +110 for the Houston Astros as well. I think we get 5 runs out of them today to help push that game over. So I like the Astros here. Team total over 4.5 +110, along with the over 8.5 runs for this game.
I got you. And by the way, Houston actually did just hit plus money, so I might be free to go back after that.
My team total is bigger plus money though.
True. Morning, Gloria. Yeah, I do like the over on this one. We got 4 games left.
Yeah, moving along rather quick this morning here. We have the Oakland Athletics at the Los Angeles Angels here, -112 for the Angels, +102 for the Athletics. And we get 2 pitchers that haven't pitched this year. We get Jeffers and Detmers for this matchup here.
Sounds good.
And I have nothing to give you guys on these pitchers, but I do have a play on the game, which sounds weird, but hear me out. Both these teams have been trending heavily towards the under as of late. And for whatever reason, the Angels can barely ever score against this Athletics pitching staff. Looking at the previous few games against the Angels, the Angels have put up 1-0-0. I'm trying to find other games where the Athletics have played the Angels. I think they've put up all of 1 run in the previous 3 games against them. They put up 4, 4, and 5 in June, but those were during the the beginning of all that. 6, 2, and 4. So this team generally struggles to score against the Athletics this year. Sorry, and and these are generally lower scoring games between these two teams. So I'm going first 5 under for this game, even though it's 2 pitchers that are making their debuts today. First 5 under 5 at -104. Also keep in mind, these batters have never seen these guys. Give me the first 5 under 5 for this game. I think we're going to see a lower scoring game for this one.
I got you. Yeah, I went a different direction. I don't know these pitchers, so I have no reason to bet this game. This one's a pass for me. These 2 pitchers are making their season debut. I'm not sure if they're major league debuts. I don't know, because the line did come out like later on in the day, or later on when I was typing all this stuff up. So I didn't really get to look at this game that much because Oakland was still determining their pitcher when I was really doing my homework on this slate. Last night was at the that was a crazy game, dude. That was a crazy game. 12-11 Indians. Yeah, that was a little bit of a bonker game. But yeah, I'm not interested in this game. It's just not a spot that I want to get to where it's 2 pitchers that I have no clue what we're going to get from them. So not interested in this game. I have other spots on the slate that I've already had bet that I like more. So no interest in this one.
All right, then we'll move along. Then the San Diego Padres are hosting the Colorado Rockies here. -140 for the Padres, +130 for the Rockies. And there has been money coming in on these Padres here. They were around a -123, -125 before we started recording. So heavy money have come in on the Padres here. Understandably so. I really like the Padres in this spot. But looking at the pitchers here, Alex Gomber, 8-5, a 3.69 ERA, 1.05 whip, 90 1/3 innings pitched, 86 strikeouts, and 25 walks. On the other side, on the ESPN app, it says undecided for this pitcher.
For San Diego?
but we know it's a Knider.
Knider, and I think it's a bullpen game.
Yeah, and I'm expecting a bullpen game. So, what I'm looking at for this game is I'm looking to take the bullpen game completely out of the mix, and I think the Padres get some runs here. I like team total over 4.5 for the Padres. I was looking at the first 5 -0.5 for the Padres, but I did not want to trust the bullpen for the Padres, even though it's a top 5 bullpen in baseball. I think we see some runs in this game, though. Colorado and San Diego have gone over in both games so far in the series, and I think we see some runs in this game. Give me over team total over 4.5 for the San Diego Padres in this one.
Yeah. Before I look at the this game, what do you say are best earliest plays? Well, most of these games start at 1:00 anyway. Any of the ones that are earlier in our thing, those are going to be our early plays. So if you're interested in that, just look at the bottom. You'll be able to, whichever ones are closest to our names, like afterwards. Yeah, those are the early games. Like I like the Mets over. I like the Detroit game under. Like if you just look at those, and just look at the timing of the games, most of them are at 1:00 anyway today. We're going with the Astros again. They came through with over on the team total. For what do you think? Yeah, we're going back to the over, and I don't mind that. It was fun. You're live betting as well. Nice. Hey, there you go. Sounds like a fun day. I haven't been to a Major League Baseball game since 2019, 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. But for this game, I didn't bet it. But if anything, I'd be leaning towards Colorado. I don't know what's going on with this San Diego team, and I'll go ahead and make this bold prediction now. And when it happens, we'll come back to this stream on August 1st when the San Diego Padres do not make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, who's going to catch them? The Reds in their bullpen? Good luck.
Reds are only 5 games behind them. And this San Diego team is in danger of losing. Was this a 4-game series? Yeah, they're in danger of losing a 4-game series to the Colorado Rockies. If they lose today, I don't think they make the play. I think they start to tailspin. I think Cincinnati ends up taking out their spot. That's just my bold prediction. I know you've made some crazy ones as well, so I don't want to hear it. But I'm going. If anything, I'm leaning Colorado in this game. But yeah, I can't bet on this San Diego team, especially when they're not really playing that well.
Yeah, I don't know what you've been smoking, but I really need some because that must be some strong stuff. But we'll move on to the next game now.
Gloria said White Sox game. We didn't have a line for that one until after the stream started, and we've done no research on that game, so we don't personally have a play from it. But if anything, yeah, we didn't look at it, so we don't really have a play from it.
All right, we'll move on to the next game here. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks hosting the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers are a -230 for this game. It's a +208 for the Arizona Diamondbacks, over under 9.5 for this game. And we're getting Urias and Caleb Smith in this matchup. Urias is 12-3 this year, a 3.54 ERA, a 1.06 WHIP, 124 and 2/3 innings pitched, 132 strikeouts, and 25 walks. Caleb Smith 3-7, a 4.61 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP, and 84 innings pitched, 96 strikeouts, 42 walks. And I was tempted to take the Diamondbacks in this spot here at +208. I think there's value on that line. I had the Diamondbacks around a +195, so we're getting around 10-15 cents of value on these Diamondbacks, depending on where your line is. And I'm tempted to bet them. I'm not going to bet them. I was looking at the team total over 3.5. I like Julio Urias, so I think he's a decent pitcher. And the first 5 for Arizona is a +190, so I don't see any value on that line. But with that being said, I'm looking towards the Diamondbacks, leaning towards the Diamondbacks, not getting involved in this game at all, though.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I almost pulled the trigger on the D-backs today. But I decided to be mature and not to. And I'm not going to go and add them now because that's just me throwing away my money. I think the Dodgers take care of this game. Even though it is in Arizona, I think Julio Urias takes care of business against, say, Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith, who's 3-7 with a 4.61 ERA. If like maybe Zach Gallen or Bumgarner were on the mound, I would think about Arizona, but there's no way I'm looking at Arizona right now. So this one's a pass for me. No real plays in this game. Maybe a lean towards the under, but I'm not really too interested in it.
All right. Then we will move on to our final game of the evening. The Boston Red Sox take on the Tampa Bay Rays on Sunday night. Baseball here, 7 o'clock, the game. Minus 160 for the Rays. It's around plus 150 run back for these Boston Red Sox. Over under of 8.5 runs in this game. Nick Pivetta, Shane McClanahan, and where are you looking to finish off this slate?
I'm going to look to go over in this game. It's at an 8.5, and these two offensives has been starting to hit. It's a solid spot. I think that, and Sunday Night Baseball is known for more higher scoring games. So I do like the over in this one. I think Shane McClanahan gets hit. Pivetta hasn't been all that consistent. So I think that this one we get a bunch of overs because Tampa Bay has been hitting really, really well. So go ahead, give me the over in the Boston-Tampa Bay game.
All right. Yeah, looking at it for me in this game, Nick Pivetta 8-4. I don't know what UFC picks he's talking about last night. I think I went 2-7. So I did awful in UFC. So I don't know what UFC, unless he took Philip Rowe or the under in that one fight. I don't know what he cashed for me there. But Nick Pivetta, 8-4, a 4.51 ERA, a 1.34 WHIP, 107 2/3 innings pitched, 120 strikeouts, and 48 walks. Shane McClanahan, 4-4, 3.93 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 71 innings pitched. This fireballer has 84 strikeouts and 25 walks so far this season, and I do really like the Rays in this matchup. The Rays have won 3 games in a row, 7 of their last 10, and they're facing a struggling Boston Red Sox team that's lost 4 in a row. All 3 of these games have gone over the total, though, and that's exactly where I'm looking as well. I'm looking right back to where you were going here, but I'm going team total over 4.5 runs for the Tampa Bay Rays here. I think they get some off of Nick Pivetta. This team has seen Nick Pivetta a few times this season, so I think they're able to get some runs off of him and be able to put up at least those 5 runs here on Sunday Night Baseball. So that's where I'm going for this game. Tampa Bay Rays, team total over 4.5 runs. It's around minus 113 on my book.
Sounds good. That's everything for today. That pretty much concludes the baseball slate. But before we go ahead and jump into a recap, gotta get some housekeeping in there. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Once again, trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by week 1 of the NFL season. We're at 920, only 80 to go. So just keep pushing us out there, keep sharing us out there. We appreciate all of the support. Also, check out the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook group, Picks and Parlays, and our premium plays. Everything is all down there. And then speaking of Picks and Parlays, make sure you guys get your daily schedule, your daily content from the Picks and Parlays family. Craig did his thing at 10, me and Nick at 11, Higgs at 12, Morningwood, I believe it's with Lenny again today at 1:30. And then now that's pretty much it for Sunday. Game time decision will be back Monday through Friday, and there might be some total chaoses next week sometime. So stay tuned. Subscribe to us at ESB, winning free picks and picks and parlays, and get all your daily. There you go, Nick.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way you would have made any money off my picks is Philip Rowe and Bagdasarian.
Yeah. But make sure you guys get your daily content. Let's go ahead and get a recap and then head on out for this Sunday, August 1st. I got the Mets game going over, the Detroit game going under, the Milwaukee game going over, Seattle game going over, Houston game going over. I think I said it's a trend. Boston game going over.
Yeah, I'm on the over in San Fran and Houston, as well as the team total over 4.5. I'm looking at the over in Texas and Seattle, First 5 under in Oakland and LA. First 5 under in Detroit and Baltimore. First 5 under in Toronto and Kansas City. First 5 money line for the Milwaukee Brewers. I got it at plus 175. It's a plus 172 now. Tampa Bay team total over 4.5, as well as San Diego Padres team total over 4.5.
Sounds good. Nick, I'll let you wrap up the stream for the day.
Yeah, that's going to just about do it for this one. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we go live on ESB, which is every single morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, with those post notifications, you guys are notified whenever we come out with the free pick video, which is usually 12 a.m., 3 a.m., and sometimes 6 a.m. At night, and then we just basically set them up that way. So once you turn on those post notifications, you get notified whenever we come out with anything on this channel. So be sure to do that. But that's going to just about wrap it up for the show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I was joined here by my brother, Tim. And this has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. And good luck today.
See you guys.